Riches your birthright. The meaning of life. The purpose of life is to evolve and grow. All living beings naturally have a tendency to expand and undergo change. Plants, animals, and humans all demonstrate the true qualities of growth, development, and progression. Life is intended to continue, flourish, and advance. Anything that does not advance, develop, or grow is considered abnormal. You possess incredible potential and the ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. Any message that contradicts this is false, while this belief is the truth. You are a remarkable individual with extraordinary abilities. Repeat this to yourself every day until it becomes deeply ingrained in your mind. When I talk about growth, I don't just mean biological growth. I mean growth in all aspects of life. We need to progress mentally, spiritually, socially, emotionally, and physically, including financially. There are many people who have achieved spiritual growth but neglect their physical fitness. It is abnormal to develop in certain areas of life while neglecting others. For example, a four-wheeled vehicle requires all four tires to function properly. What happens if you only replace one tire and start the car? The outcome is obvious, isn't it? Unfortunately, many people live their lives in a similar way. They leave certain aspects to chance and focus only on one of the three: intellectual, spiritual, or emotional growth. In this book, we'll specifically discuss financial growth. I chose the word anatomy to emphasize that we will thoroughly explore the topic of wealth. The purpose of this book is to provide you with the tools you need to advance financially. I am not a financial consultant or expert, but I was inspired to write each sentence based on personal experiences and research into the reasons why many people, particularly in my country and other African nations, struggle financially. I believe that anyone who reads this book will not only attain wealth, but also contribute to the prosperity of others. Poverty is a disease. Poverty is a debilitating condition comparable to a disease. It is abnormal and goes against what is considered proper. Scientific evidence supports this view. By examining the definition of health provided by the World Health Organization, we can understand this further. According to the World Health Organization, health is not merely the absence of disease and disability, but a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Anything that hinders our well-being in these aspects is deemed unhealthy. In our modern era, it is difficult to achieve full enjoyment of physical, mental, and social well-being without attaining wealth. Meaning of riches. Let us explore the true meaning of riches. Do not be misled by the word rich and associate it with negative connotations. Instead, refer to the definition provided by the Oxford Dictionary. Richness refers to having a significant amount of money or assets, indicating wealth and abundance. Based on this understanding, it should be stated that acquiring wealth in an ethical manner, both for personal benefit and to assist those in need, is not wrong. It is even considered honorable and virtuous to be prosperous. Whenever the term wealthy is used in this book, it should be interpreted literally as per the dictionary definition. Being wealthy does not mean being content with little. It is not acceptable to settle for mediocrity or to be satisfied with less when there is an opportunity to enjoy more than enough. Poverty is sinful. Contentment with poverty is viewed as sinful, as it goes against the notion of enhancing life strength, elegance, beauty, splendor, and abundance. In our modern society, money is necessary to fulfill our bodily, mental, and social needs. Without money, one cannot afford nice clothing, quality food, utilities, or educational opportunities. In society, the wealthy tend to attract more friends, as wealth is seen as desirable. Therefore, our understanding of how to attain wealth through scientific means should serve as the foundation for progress. This knowledge can be shared and applied by anyone, regardless of their cultural, religious, racial, or educational background. Your rights to life. The rights to life, including the right to wealth, entitles you to utilize all necessary resources for your complete physical, mental, and spiritual growth. If you have abundant means to sustain yourself and even share with others, you are considered fortunate, and it brings glory to God. Poverty, on the other hand, is not honorable. Innate desire. Everyone possesses an inherent drive to reach their full potential. This is a natural aspect of human existence. If someone no longer aspires to achieve more, improve themselves, or acquire more, it is a dreadful state. If you are a sincere individual, you would desire to live in the best country, drive the finest car, wear the most exquisite attire, reside in a top-notch home, and work for the best organization. Striving to be the best, possess the best, and give your best should be everyone's natural goals. Therefore, understanding the nature of wealth is crucial. There is nothing wrong with desiring wealth. The longing for wealth is essentially a desire for a higher, more elevated existence that is worthy of admiration and respect. Disregarding such a great ambition would be foolish. The vision of Jesus. The purpose of existence is to live a fulfilling life. It is not merely about passing through and working a job to make enough money for survival. According to Jesus, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, but Jesus himself comes to offer abundant life, a life that is brimming with fulfillment. Jesus desires for everyone to lead healthy, wealthy, and fulfilling lives. This vision is not limited to religious beliefs. It is about living authentically. Jeremiah's principle. Living an authentic life means fully manifesting the capabilities of the body, mind, and spirit. Abundant life is sacred and aligned with godliness. Do not be deceived in thinking that poverty is a result of God. God does not delight in people suffering. He has good intentions for you, not evil. Poverty is an evil condition, while wealth is righteous. The Lord declares, I have plans and thoughts for peace and prosperity, not for disaster, to grant you a future and a hope. Poverty is dreadful, and being impoverished is disgraceful. In life, those who are lacking have no place, as nobody wants to associate with someone in a pitiful state. What is desire? Desire is the inherent urge for expression and fulfillment. When a desire is suppressed due to a lack or scarcity, it can lead to a sense of unhappiness. This can be illustrated through examples such as a fish unable to freely swim in water, a dog unable to bark, or a tree unable to grow. These examples demonstrate an inadequate response to their natural state. Unfulfilled desires can often manifest as stress-induced ailments like psychosis, cancer, heart disease, and others. In some cases, individuals may go to extreme lengths to fulfill their desires, seeking quick paths to financial success through activities like prostitution, gambling, betting, robbery, corruption, and money rituals. Many people engage in such vices with the intention of becoming wealthy. When you observe instances of thefts, gambling, or betting, it is important to recognize that it is the desire for possibility and expression at play. True happiness. True happiness is experienced when you can freely give to your loved ones. The joy of sharing what you have with others is where love finds its most natural and selfless expression. To fulfill your roles as a husband, father, or citizen, you need something to contribute. Contribution stems from a greater life in material, physical, spiritual, mental, or financial aspects. You can only give what you possess. Therefore, it is perfectly valid to desire wealth. It is a natural inclination for your well-being and to make a positive contribution to society. A country is considered poor when it has a large population of impoverished individuals. It is not the country itself that is poor, but rather the citizens living within it. To achieve prosperity and development, citizens must understand the principles of wealth and contribute their share. Wealth is your birthright, and it is susceptible to aspire to it. Let us delve into the anatomy of riches together. An uncontrolled desire. If the natural and inherent desire for wealth is not managed and nurtured, it can lead to disastrous consequences such as money rituals, corruption, robbery, and more. There are numerous examples of such events, and you may have heard many of them. Ignorance of this knowledge often drives uninformed individuals with a desire for wealth to make reprehensible choices. We see this among politicians misappropriating state resources, pastors deceiving their members for financial gain, and bankers engaging in questionable practices to accumulate wealth. This knowledge shared in this book needs to be disseminated for the benefit of all. Lack of knowledge leads to distraction, and without this understanding, a country will continue to suffer as its citizens act inappropriately to pursue their inherent desire for riches. This book is timely, and if you are fortunate to have a copy, read it repeatedly and share copies with your family and friends for the collective good. To make a country great, its citizens must be taught how to cultivate greatness within themselves. Fix the Country campaign. Our mindset shapes our identity and reality. According to the Bible, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Proverbs. This means that our thoughts determine who we are. If we believe we are poor, we will experience poverty. If we believe we are weak, we will feel powerless. The development of a country is influenced by the collective mindset of its citizens. If the majority of people have a mindset of poverty, it becomes challenging to improve the country's conditions. It is true that many politicians are self-centered and greedy, misusing state resources for personal gain. However, they are simply unaware of the knowledge you acquire from this book. Anyone who possesses this understanding will not resort to unethical means to become wealthy. To fix a country, its people must have the necessary knowledge to create wealth within themselves. Changing one's environment or circumstances begins with a change in mindset. When a person's mindset shifts, their circumstances and surroundings will reflect this new mental state. There is a significant responsibility on each of us to learn about the principles of wealth. Let us embark on this journey together. Are you ready? Key points. It is acceptable to have a desire to become wealthy. Achieving wealth is a commendable goal. God desires for you to be prosperous. Poverty is both sinful and detrimental to your well-being. There is no honor or glory in being impoverished. To fulfill your roles as a spouse, parent, or citizen, you must contribute, and contribution often stems from financial abundance. You cannot give what you do not possess. The purpose of life is to expand, develop, grow, and express the full range of possibilities within you. Having wealth is necessary to meet all your needs. There is specific knowledge available for attaining wealth. Acquiring wealth is your inherent right. Without an understanding of the specific knowledge required to become wealthy, you may resort to disreputable means such as gambling, theft, corruption, or prostitution in an attempt to accumulate money. The choice to pursue money through fraudulent methods is irredeemable. Ultimately, even if you accumulate some money through deception, you are still considered poor if you lack this knowledge. Declarations to make aloud. Repeat the following affirmations several times a day. You can write them on a card or a piece of paper and keep it in your pocket or wallet for easy access. My commitment to become wealthy. I, Joyce, was born to be rich, and I have decided to live a life of abundance from this day forward. Manifesting wealth is my birthright. This is the mindset I choose to adopt. I envision riches, wealth, and prosperity. I make no apologies for my desire to be wealthy. Remaining poor holds no nobility for me. If I remain poor, I am living beneath my true potential and missing God's calling for my life. To honor God and serve His people, I commit to exponentially increase my wealth. I am committing a sin by staying poor after receiving this knowledge. I promise myself to become rich for my own sake, for my family, for my country, and for the benefit of all, with the help of God. Now, let us delve into